We resume the debate where Foucault explains why he doesn't pay much attention to the creativity of the individual from a historical perspective. Within the traditional history of science, the creativity of individuals has been accorded maximum importance. The history of science, up until recently, essentially consisted of showing how an individual, whether it was Newton or Mendel, had been the creator, or rather the discoverer, of a reality that was already existing in things and in the world. A reality that no other person had previously discovered. I believe the postulate that lies at the core of the traditional history of science is that truth exists in order to be known, yet the human mind, due to the effect of a number of inhibitions or obstacles, has not managed to see this truth. The mind is made to see the truth, and a contingent obstacle is impeding him to see it. According to some historians, this obstacle could be linked to socioeconomic conditions, or to different forms of mentality, or to a belief and naivety in the old religious myths and moral themes. All of these could act as obstacles, as blinders to those who want to see the truth. In reality, the mind is meant to see. It is made to have access to the truth. In this traditional conception of the history of science, on the one hand, there is an emphasis on the creativity of the individual, who has the right to possess the truth, and yet a system of obstacles will prevent him from capturing, formulating, and constructing this truth, to which he is essentially entitled to possess. I believe the problem that is being posed is the exact opposite. What happens when we witness a great scientific transformation? In the great scientific transformation, for instance, the birth of biology, mid-17th century, or the birth of philology at the end of the 18th and beginning of the 19th century, it is true that a number of obstacles, prejudices, preconceived ideas tumble and disappear. What strikes me, however, is that science, at the moment of its birth, not only gets rid of a certain number of obstacles, but also eliminates and masks a certain amount of existing knowledge. It's as if applying a new grid which allows for the appearance of phenomena that had been previously masked, while at the same time masking already existing knowledge. Therefore, a science, the advancement of science, and the acquisition of science is not simply the oblivion of old prejudices or the fall of certain obstacles. It is a new grid that masks certain things while allowing for the appearance of new knowledge. Therefore, when I criticize the notion of creativity, what I mean is that truth is not acquired through a kind of continuous and cumulative creation, but rather through a set of grids stacked on top of one another, which leak old and collect new knowledge.
I think in part we're slightly talking in cross